Hello, my name is Dr. Linda Gorman, and I'm a neuroscientist. Neuroscience is a really big word, but a neuroscientist is a person who knows a lot about the brain. And I'm here today to talk to you about how you can make your brain healthy, which means that your brain feels good. It's really easy, and anyone can do it. I love talking about brain health because it's spectacular, and spectacular means great. When your brain is spectacular, you're a happy and healthy person. This is a brain fact story. We have to know and understand some things about the brain if we're going to understand how to keep our brain healthy. This story is called Teamwork, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about how your brain helps your body to work. Okay, so if I'm going to tell you how your brain helps your body work, then I'm going to need you all to be scientists and help me. Scientists ask questions, and then they find the answers to those questions. So we're going to ask and answer some questions. Before we begin, we have a very important question to answer. Where is your brain? Let's see. I'm going to ask you some questions about where in the body your brain is, and I want you to raise your hand if I get the answer right. Okay, first question. Is your brain in your stomach? Raise your hand if you think your brain is in your stomach. No, your brain is not in your stomach. You don't think with your stomach, do you? You put food in your stomach to give your body and your brain energy. All right, brain's not in our stomach. Let's ask another question. Is your brain in your feet? No, your brain's not in your feet. You don't think with your feet, do you? Your feet help you to move around and they give you a place to put your shoes. So, where is your brain? Wait, I think I know. Is your brain in your head? Raise your hand if you think your brain is in your head. Look at all those hands. Yep, your brain is in your head. Okay, so now we know that our brain is in our head, and we said that our brain and our body work together as a team. So let's see, let's think about this. What are some of the things that your brain helps your body to do? Well, let's first think about what are the different parts of our body and what the different parts of our body do. Let's start with our arms and our hands. What do they do? Let's think about that. Well, your arm and your hands, they can let you pick up toys. They can help you swing a bat. They can help you give people hugs. So those are some things that your arms and your hands do. How about your legs and your feet? What do they do? Think about that a minute. Well, your legs and your feet, they help you to kick a ball around. They help you to do a dance. So I think that your body helps you to move around. So your body helps you to move around. So we'll see how our brain helps our body to move around. But before we see how our brain helps our body to do things, let's think about other parts of our body because we have other parts of our body, not just our legs and our feet and our arms and our hands. What other parts do we have? Well, we have our hands. They let us pick up things, but they also let us feel things. We have our eyes, and our eyes definitely let us see things. We have a mouth. Mouth lets us taste things. You have noses, and noses help you to smell things. And you have ears, and your ears let you hear things. So in order for your body to do all those things, your brain needs to talk to all the different parts of your body, and all the different parts of your body need to talk to your brain. But wait a minute. If your brain is in your head, how does it tell your legs to move when you're walking? Well, your brain's in your head, but your brain is connected to single part of your body by these stringy things. These are called nerves. Here's a picture of what you would look like if I took off your skin and your muscles and every other part of your body. This is a picture of your brain and all the nerves that it uses to talk to all the different parts of your body. Your brain sends messages to every part of your body, and every part of your body sends information to your brain through those long, stringy things called nerves. This way, your brain, sitting at the top of your head, can send a message down to your feet to tell them to walk. And your feet can send messages to your brain to tell your brain that your body is walking. Plus, what's really cool is that because your brain talks to every single part of your body and every single part of your body talks to your brain, the brain and the nerves of an animal look like that animal. Here's a picture of a boy, and here's a picture of the boy's nervous system. Don't they look the same? Here's a picture of a dog, and here's a picture of a dog's brain and nerves. Now, if you saw a picture of the brain and the nerves of a person and the brain and the nerves of a dog, do you think you'd know which animal you were looking at? Let's play a game called Name the Animal. I'm going to show you some brains and nerves of animals, and you're going to see if you can name that animal. All right, here's the first one. What does that look like? Does that look like a person? No. Does it look like a monkey? I don't think so. I think I know. I think it looks like a dog. What do you think? Does that look like a dog? Could be a dog, could be a fox, because foxes and dogs look a lot alike, or a wolf. Yep, that's going to be some kind of a dog. How about this one? What does that look like? I think I know. I think this looks like a horse. Did you say that this looked like a horse? Yep, I think so. All right, let's do another one. What's this animal? I think you guys will know what this is. What does everybody think this is? That's right. This is a cat. All right, next. I know what this is. This is one of my favorite animals. This is a rabbit. And this right here, ooh, that's a bug. I think what do you think? Think that could be a cricket? I think that could be a cricket bug. But that's pretty cool because I didn't know that bugs had nervous systems too, but they do. They have brains and nerves because they have to move around too. All right, last one. This is what? This animal, because yes, we're animals. This is a person. So you can see that the brain and nerves of an animal kind of look like that animal. Funny drawings of that animal, but it does kind of look like that animal. And that's because the brain and the body work as a team. The brain has to talk to every single part of the animal's body, and every single part of the animal's body has to talk to the brain. Okay, so the brain and the body, they talk to each other by using all those nerves, but why? Why does your brain and your body have to talk to each other? Well, all right, let's think about this. Here's a picture of what a brain looks like when it's inside of your head. Now, does your brain have arms, legs, or eyes? Like this brain here? Of course not. Your brain doesn't have arms, legs, or eyes, so that means that your brain, all by itself, it can't pick up things or walk or see. Your brain needs your body in order to help you do all those things. So your brain talks to your body, and then your body tells your brain what the body's doing. Okay, so your brain needs your body to do things. So your brain talks to your body. But why does your body then need to talk to your brain? It's because your body doesn't remember things. Your body can't do anything until your brain tells it what to do. Without your brain, you won't be able to pick things up or walk or see. Your brain needs information from your body, and then your brain remembers what the body should do. But why can't my body remember what to do? This is because it's only the brain that stores and remembers things, like how to move. Your body doesn't do that. So your brain gets information from your body, and then your brain tells your body what to do. Because the things that you do when you get the information, it can be different. Okay, let me explain that to you. First, what's this a picture of? A tiger. That's right. Now, what are some of the things that we know about tigers? Think about what you know about tigers. You know that they look like cats. They're big, bigger than cats. They're strong, they're fast, they have really big teeth. And I think tigers are beautiful. Okay, you know some things about tigers because you've learned it before. And when you learn these things, your brain remembers those things. Okay, now let's say we see a tiger at a zoo. What would you do? Well, if I saw a tiger at a zoo, I'd watch the tiger to see what it was doing because we don't always get to see tigers. I'd be watching the tiger because I want to learn more about the tigers. Okay, what would you do if you saw a tiger in your backyard? What would you do? Yikes! I'd run and hide. Wait a minute, but we see the exact same thing. We see a tiger, big, strong, got teeth. Why would we do something different? Plus, how would you know to do something different? Well, one of the things that we know is that a tiger in a zoo are in their homes. And it's usually some kind of an environment that they can't get out of because there's some kind of fencing or something around it. Our eyes tell our brains that we can see a tiger, but our brain remembers that at zoos, we're safe because the animals can't get out of their homes. So your brain tells your body that it can stay and watch the beautiful tiger. But what if we saw a tiger in our backyard? Well, we would know, our brains would know, that the tiger is not supposed to be near our house. So when our eyes tell our brains that our tiger is next to our house, our brain remembers that a tiger is big and strong and likes to eat meat. Our brain tells our legs and our feet to run away and to run away fast. So our brain remembers the things about the tigers and the zoo, and our brains help us to decide what we're going to do, what we're going to do with our bodies when we see those things based on whether the tiger is at the zoo or whether the tiger is at our house. So if you see a tiger with your eyes, but your eyes also see that there are some bars around the tiger, you know that you're at the zoo. So your eyes tell your brain that you're at the zoo and that the bars surrounding the tiger means the tiger can't get out of its house. So your brain then gets that information from your body, your eyes, and then your brain decides what to do. Your brain decides that, okay, it's okay for you to stand there and look at the tiger and learn more about the tigers. Now, if your eyes were to see a tiger, but you don't see any bars or any of the surroundings of the tiger's house, then your eyes are going to tell your brain that the tiger isn't in at the zoo and the tiger is near you and that what you should do is you should run away fast. Your brain tells your legs to run, run, run because that tiger could now get you. Your brain can make the right decision because you've learned things about tigers. Plus, a tiger is something very different when it's not at the zoo. And you really don't want to see a tiger that's not in a tiger's home. So every part of your body is going to be talking to your brain. That means your brain gets lots of information, and that's a good thing. Let's say you're around and you might think that there are cookies around. How do you know that there are cookies around? Well, your nose is going to tell your brain that it smells cookies. Your stomach is going to tell your brain that it's hungry and you want to eat those cookies. Your eyes are going to tell your brain that they see cookies on a plate. Your legs are going to tell your brain that they're walking over there to the plate of cookies. Your hands are going to tell your brain that they're reaching for a cookie and putting it in your mouth. And then your mouth is going to tell your brain that the cookie is yummy. So that was a lot of information. But in order for you to eat those very yummy cookies, your brain also had to talk to your body. Your brain has to decide that eating a cookie is the right thing to do. So your brain thinks the smell that the nose sent is a cookie and not a flower, but to be sure, the brain tells the nose to smell it again. Yep, the brain recognizes the cookie smell. Your brain talks to your legs and tells you to walk over to the plate of cookie. Your brain thinks that the things on the plate are cookies, but your brain tells your eyes to look again. Your brain wants to be sure they are cookies and not just lumps of Play-Doh, which would not be a good thing to eat. So yes, your eyes look and they tell your brain, yep, those are cookies on the plate over there. Your brain then tells your hands to reach out and get a cookie. But oops, you almost forgot. You have to ask if you can have a cookie. Your brain knows that you cannot just take something just because it's there. Your brain tells your mouth to ask if you can have a cookie. And then your brain tells your ears to listen for the answer. Yep, you got permission to eat the cookie. Yum, you love cookies. So, in order to eat the cookies or not get eaten by the tiger, your brain and your body have to talk to each other using the nerves. And because we were scientists, we were able to figure that out and learn something about how our brain and our body work together as a team. So I want to thank you all for helping me to use our brains to figure out how the brain and the body work together. The brain and the body work together by using these nerves in our body, which that lets our brain talk to every single part of our body, and it lets our body talk to every single part of our brain. So now we know that our brain and our body do work together as a team. And remembering that the brain and the body talk to each other and the brain and the body take care of each other in order to stay healthy, that's spectacular. And we know that a healthy brain is a spectacular brain. So thank you all so much for helping me to understand how the brain and the body work together as a team. And we know that brain health is not just spectacular, it's fun too. So thank you to all the people at Johns Hopkins, especially Dr. Ron Daniels, for helping us to understand something about brain facts. We now know that our brain and our body work together like a team. Our brain can't walk around by itself. It needs our body and our legs to be able to walk. And our legs don't know whether they should walk or run when they see a tiger until our brain tells us what our brain remembers and what we know about tigers. Tiger at a zoo, we can stand and we can look at that tiger and watch all the fun things that it does and learn more about tigers. But if we saw a tiger that wasn't at the zoo, then we would want to get out of there because a tiger is an animal and a tiger is an animal with big teeth, so we would run. So thank you all so much for listening. We'll see you next time.